Hey everyone, it's Nick from Nick's Crossing. Welcome back to the train room for a great review today. Today we're looking at 6 commemorative CR Conrail Overstamped cars from the year 2000. So here we go everyone, all aboard. Alright everyone, so for today's review we're looking at 6 of the 8 Overstamped cars from the year 2000. Yeah, these cars are already 22 years old, but they look amazing. I even have the OG boxes right here, and the outer packaging that holds 2 cars, and these were sold in 2 packs. So I am missing 1 pack of 2, and the most popular cars of the set, of course, are Pennsylvania and New York Central Overstamped Conrail. Apparently they're harder to find, and if you do find them, they're a little bit more expensive. But I purchased all of these on eBay for around, I believe, $45 or so, a 2-pack, which isn't too bad, but they are 027. They're not scale cars, but they're just so unique and different from anything else in my collection. So I like different and unique. But anyways, an overstamped car is basically, you have the old road name, and they just smacked a different road name, logo, or livery on top of there. So these cars, some of them are pretty obvious of what they are because the colors, but some of them may not be as obvious. Like this one right here, it's Conrail, if you guys can even read that or try to read it. But we go down here, you can see that Reading diamond. So with these cars, some of them are pretty obvious, but some of them aren't. And these are more of a commemorative series to show what railroads Conrail would have taken over back in the day. But honestly, they probably would have repainted most of these cars, either like a black or that Conrail blue. But sometimes railroads couldn't afford to do that whole overhaul. Penn Central's a great example. Back in 1968, when they took over, a lot of cars would literally just be kind of sprayed over with gray, and then you'd see a, PC on the side of there. Like the GG1s, mostly painted black, slap a PC on the front, good to go. So these are a commemorative set for sure. All right, guys, so a little bit about Conrail. So from my understanding, there's the 3R ruling that happened in 1976 on or about, and they basically came to an agreement, I believe in Pennsylvania. It was chartered out of Pennsylvania, and Conrail became the Consolidated Rail Corp, Conrail, CR, and they took over a lot of railroads that were close to abandonment or bankruptcy, took all their assets and created the mighty Conrail. So I'll be honest with you guys, at first I was not the biggest fan of Conrail. I was kind of bitter towards them. I was like, man, this railroad took away my favorite railroads and whatever. But I started hanging out with a lot of my YouTuber friends in 2020, 2021, and they really showed me the appreciation for Conrail, and that they were using old Pennsy equipment or New York Central equipment. So I just thought that was so cool. I'm like, wow, this railroad took the stuff that they had, painted it blue, and now it's got a third life pretty much. All right, guys, so before we go trackside, I want to show you guys the packaging that these came in. So we have the beautiful outer box, and I saved the best for last in the box. This is the Penn Central car, which we'll get a better look at trackside. But these have that Menards plasticky shell on these, so they're kind of hard to get out. Like you could shake them like this, it won't move. It's better than the cardboard. And there you go. Just opened up like that, almost dropping on the floor. Here's one carton. These are all covered in plastic. This is brand new, feels like. Take the plastic sheathing off. And underneath the cars, forgot to mention, these are all metal, very shiny, reflective. And everything else is ABS plastic with die-cast trucks. So I'll put that over on the track. And when I package these away, I actually just put one shell into the shell the opposite way, put the plastic on top, and there you go. That easy. So guys, let's go trackside and check out these beautiful cars. So here we go. All right, guys, so I have one correction to make. So not all of these cars are from 2000. It appears that some are from 1998 to 99 and 2000. So this car right here, the first one of the night, is built in 1998. It's a Penn Central Conrail car. And this is actually my favorite car of the whole bunch because it is a transition car from when Penn Central is changing hands to Conrail. Now you also have this beautiful NYC green right there, Penn Central green. And all these cars feature sprung trucks that are made of die-cast, operating couplers back here, and also we have a brake wheel, other stamp details, operating doors on the Boxcars, metal body underneath, or metal frame. And we also have a metal door track, so these will never ever seize up on you. My only complaint with that is that I wish the door is locked. Other than that, that's about it. And these cars are all 027, but can't complain. These are beautiful cars. So we're going to go on to the next car. Roll that down. These things roll like butter. Look at that. The next car is a CNJ car. This is actually built in 1999 from Lionel. CNJ logo completely covered up with Conrail. And on this side, you have the CR where it's a CNJ. And this is a really interesting car because it has the barcode right there. And barcodes were used in railroads to classify cars, locate cars. Also, when they built consists, they could basically keep track of where and what their cars were. Barcodes were phased out with RF readers now that are epoxy to the frame of modern day freight cars. These would actually fall off and weather would destroy them, so not the best. Here we go. On to the next one. Our next car is an Erie Lackawanna. You can see they actually covered over the numbering over here and covered up that Erie E. Move that one down a little bit. Next we have Lehigh Valley. This car has the very distinctual flag on the side of it. And I'm so glad they didn't cover up. I love that Lehigh Valley flag. You can see they completely covered up Lehigh Valley. Next we have the Reading car that we saw earlier, built in 2000. This one also has sprung trucks, and someone upgraded these trucks with metal decoupler pins. So check this out, nice and crispy, like we talked about earlier. And you can see this is built in 2000. Completely covered up the Reading lines, and Reading right there. So sad. Alright guys, for our last car, this one is extremely different from all the other Conrail cars. If you guys can spot it, it says Penn Central, and right here, Penn Central, and this was part of the series of cars. This is not a mistake. It's built in 2000, just like the last car. They came in a pack of 2, but they put Penn Central in there, which I thought was just so cool. And also, I love the orange boxcar door. Looks so nice. And these have the upgraded trucks as well. All right, guys, I think there's only one more thing to do before we call this review over. We got to run these cars. So let's pick a diesel, and I'll meet you guys trackside again. So here we go, everyone. All aboard. Alright everyone, that's going to conclude this next review of these beautiful Lionel Overstamped cars with the CR Conrail logo from 1998 to 2000. Also running with the Amtrak number 106, the RS3 in my collection. It's a train of mergers, so what can you expect? I could not put a caboose on this train because that Penn Central car had that pesky tab coupler I have to fix or modify. It should be pretty easy to do. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, always consider subscribing. Make sure to hit that bell for all notifications so you don't miss railfan content, layout updates, and content just like this. Giving the video one of these also really helps out. Love reading your guys' comments. But anyways, everyone, happy railroading. We'll see you next time.